Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the English Club. I hope you enjoyed the previous lesson and I hope you enjoyed this one as well. And this video is on tenses. Today we are going to be talking about tenses. This is my third topic that I'm covering, and this is my fourth video because the first one was an introduction. So if you haven't as yet watched my videos, please go to watch all of them, and I hope you learned something new. So let's get started with today's video and let's get started with a discussion on tenses. So what's a tense? A tense is a grammar term used to indicate whether a sentence is an action in the past, the present or the future. Here in the bracket it is written or verb. Why do you think it is written here? It is written to tell you that action means the verb. As we discussed, as I already explained in my second video, which was on parts of speech, I told you that verb is in action. So what does a tense do? A tense tells you whether the action is in the past, in the present or in the future, which are the three types of tenses. Let's explore more. So, to describe tenses, we can also say that tense is the time described by a verb shown by its grammatical form. That means the grammatical form of the verb is going to be telling you the time of the action, the time of the verb, the action, what time, when it has happened, or whether it is happening now, or whether it is going to happen later on. So there are three brackets or three types of tenses. The present tense. What is happening right now in the present? So today, now, right now. The next one is the past tense, which has already happened yesterday, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, in the past. Future tense, which is going to happen an hour later, maybe tomorrow, maybe next year, maybe 6 months down the line. So these are the three types of tenses. Present is right now, past is what happened in the past, which has already happened, and future is anything that is still not happened and which is going to happen in the future or which may happen in the future. Furthermore, to the three tenses, past tense, present tense, and future tense, they are divided as simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So you have simple past, you have simple present, and you have simple future. Then you have past continuous, you have present continuous, and then you have future continuous. Then you have past perfect, present perfect, and future perfect. And last but not the least, you have past perfect continuous, present perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous. So let's see in detail what these tenses are about and how these divisions or subgroups of tenses, simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous function. So what is a present tense? Present tense is the form of language used to refer to an event or occurrence which is happening now at the present time. So whatever is happening right now, the tense that tells you that the thing is happening right now, the event, the action is happening right now, is basically a present tense. Now let's start exploring the details, the in-depth of present tense, the four types of present tense as we discussed. Simple present says action is mentioned simply. So the example given is I work. Yeah, I work means I am somebody who's working. Yeah. Present continuous is where I'm showing you the action is happening. Action is mentioned as incomplete. I have not finished working. I am still working. So it says I am working. Present perfect means the action is mentioned as finished, completed or perfect. It's done. Yeah. So it says I have worked. I have worked right now only. I have worked on this project. I have just finished the activity. I have worked on this video. I have just completed this video. So I have done it right now. But because it is complete, I'm going to write it as worked. And last but not the least, present perfect continuous, where action is going on continuously and not completed at this present moment. Action is going on continuously means it is happening continuously, and it at the moment it is not been completed. I have been working, so I've been working for quite some time now, maybe for an hour I've been working and I'm still working. I have been working on this video for very long, so I've not completed it, I'm still working on it. Yes, that is why it says I have been working. So it's happening in the present, but it has been happening for some time now. Right now also it is happening and it may extend to some more time. The next is the past tense. Now, what does the past tense say? Past tense is a tense expressing an action that has happened or a state that previously existed. So, in past tense, you will have activities that have been completed, that were done, finished. Okay, so it's not happening right now. It was completed some time ago, a year ago, a week ago. The action is completed. So as we saw in present tense, same goes with past. Simple past is I worked. We are using the same example. In present tense, it was I work. Now it says I worked. Maybe I used to work before, so that's why I'm saying I worked. I worked before. Past continuous. I was working. I was working for a multinational company, so I was working. In the past, when I was working for a multinational company. Past perfect. I had worked. I had worked with one of the greatest writers. So, in the past, I had worked. That activity is over now. And past perfect continuous. I had been working. So in the past, there was this activity which I was doing for a long time and it extended to some time till I actually stopped it. Is that simple? The next tense is the future tense. The definition of a future tense is a verb from that generally marks the event described by the verb as not having happened yet. Means it is still not happened as yet, it is yet to happen, but expected to happen in the future. So it's not happened as yet, but it is expected that that this activity, this action is going to happen in the near future, that is in the time to come. It is not happened right now, also it is not happening. It will happen or it may happen later. Expected to, we are expecting that it is going to happen. So, like past tense and present tense, even future has simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Now let's see what simple future is. It says predictions about future with verbs like think, believe, expect, etc. So it's a simple denotion or simply telling you that the action is going to happen in the future. On the spot decisions. It could include on the spot decisions like you've been asked to do something. So you are asked, when are you going to finish this? And at that point of time, we say, I'll finish it tomorrow. So tomorrow is the future. So you are making an on-the-spot decision claiming to complete the activity by the next day. That is the future. Promises, threats, warnings, requests, hopes, offers. So all this is included in simple future. I would say just an example that if you're told next time you do this, you're going to face severe consequences. So next time is definitely future. It could be any time later. Anytime later means future. So maybe 2 days later, 2 weeks later, 2 months later, any time in the future. Okay? Actions, events, situations which will definitely happen in the future. So when you're told next time you're going to do this, it's going to lead to severe consequences. So severe consequences are going to happen. Whenever they happen, they will. Okay, so if you keep focus, it says will do. The pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, they, they're all used with the word will do in a simple future tense. So I will do it tomorrow, I will do it soon, I will do it day after tomorrow, or she will finish it next week, or they will do it next month, they're going to come next year, in 2 weeks time is my exams, in 2 months time is my exams. So it's talking about the future, and it is definitely telling you that this is going to happen in the future. Continuous. Now continuous, as you know, is showing you the continuity of the activity. So action which will be in progress at the stated time in the future. So if you're giving a time frame, at that point of time the activity or the verb is going to be in continuity, in progress. Okay. Actions which will definitely happen in the future as a result of a routine or arrangement. So next week at this time I will be writing my exam. So it's going to happen next week in the future. Will be writing, will be doing. Will be is the word to look for in a continuous tense. So future continuous is going to use will be, because will be is telling you that the action is going to be happening in the future. It's teamed up with an ing word like doing. So I will be writing, I will be doing, I will be sleeping. So you're talking about something which is going to happen in the past. At that point of time, it is going to be in continuity, still happening, not completed. When we ask politely about someone's plans for the next future, for the near future, what we want to know is of fishes in the. Okay, so basically, it's about when you ask somebody, what are you going to be doing this week? So I will be going to work, or I will be working on a new project. So the activity is going to happen in the future, that is the next week, and it's going to be in progress, will be doing, will be working. So it's showing continuity throughout the week. So you, it's again, it's teamed up with pronouns like I, you, we, they, he, she, it will be doing. So I will be doing my preparations for the exam, or I will be working on a new video next week. That's what I'm going to be doing. Future perfect. Future perfect says actions that will be finished before a stated future time. So here in continuous, we talked about continuity, the activity in progress. In perfect, activity is complete, it's done. Again, here you're going to, in continuous, you're going to be looking for will be doing. In perfect, you will be looking for will have done. Have done is telling you it's complete. Will have means future. It's teamed up with pronouns like I, you, we, they, he, she, it. And before, by, till, by then, by the time, until. Yeah. So I can give an example of saying that by the before you arrive, this will have, I will have done my work, or I will have completed my work, which sounds more appropriate. When I'm saying will have done, is just showing you because they've used the verb do. So that's why the example is continuing as do, doing, done. Yeah. So if I say complete, I will have completed my activity before you come back, or by the time you come back, I will have completed my work. So it's showing you that although I'm talking about the future, but I'm telling you with conviction, with perfection, that in the future, at this point of time, when you come back, my work is going to be done. Now, the next and the last one here is perfect continuous. Emphasis on the duration of an action up to a certain time in the future. What does this mean? It says emphasis or importance on the duration of an action, the time taken to complete an action to a certain time in the future. They're talking about future. In the future, by this time, this much is going to be taken. See, continuous means it's going to be showing you continuity somewhere. So, doing is showing you continuity. ing, in progress. Okay. Will have, if you see, perfect, it says will have done. So, will have is coming from perfect. So see, perfect and continuous both are contributing together to give you perfect continuous. See, will be doing, will have done. So when it clubs up together, it gives you will have be doing. So I again teamed up with pronouns like I, you, we, they, he, she, and it. And by, for. So it's used with by and for. Yeah, I hope this was simple and clear. So yes, here are some examples of all the three types of tenses and their subgroups. So simple, you have an example. I studied English yesterday. In the past tense, yesterday is already over. I studied English. It's a simple past tense sentence. Continuous. I was studying English. Okay? Was studying. That action was not completed, but it was in the past. Perfect past perfect, I had studied English. So I had finished studying English. That is why I'm saying I had studied English. Perfect continuous would say I had been studying English. Had is showing you past. Been studying English is showing you perfect continuous. Studying ing showing you the continuity of the tense. Likewise, in present, I say I study English. Right now, I study. I am studying English. That means the action is not yet completed. I am still doing it. I have studied English means though I have done it right now, the action has been completed by me. I have been studying English. Okay. So it's perfect also and it is ing. So it is also continuous. Future. Again, I will study English. In the future, I'm going to be studying English. Definitely, I'm going to study, but in the future. I will be studying English. So, action is not completed. Studying, ing is showing continuity. I will be studying English. I will have studied English. So, by this time in the future, I will have finished studying English. And future perfect continuous will say I will have been studying English. So will have is showing you perfect, studying is showing you content, ing showing you continuity. So perfect continuous. Now if you notice the will, the have is the in the continuous ing word is there and the same word is repeated in the perfect continuous. So ing word is showing you continuity. Yeah, perfect. What does this perfect say? For example, if I say past perfect, I had studied. So just to show that it is perfect, it's saying had, but because it is continuous, it's saying been studying. Even if you look at the present, I have studied, perfect says have studied, perfect continuous is saying have been studying. So it's showing perfection also and it is showing continuous also. Likewise, same in future. Will have is showing you perfect, will have, and being studying is showing you continuous. That is how perfect and continuous are gelling up to become perfect continuous tense. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to my channel. Please continue the good work and please keep sharing my videos with your friends and family so that everybody can benefit. I will be back with my next video very soon and my next video is going to be on standard and non-standard English. If you want me to cover any particular topic, please do write in the comment section and I will try and come back with your topic as soon as possible. Thank you. Take care.